Hi there, I'm Lorena from Focus English, and I'm so happy to see you back on my channel. Right, today we are back with another phrasal verbs lesson. You know all about phrasal verbs by now, don't you? Right, you probably can't stand them, but let's keep on learning them as they are so commonly used in English. They are everywhere. Calm down. We'll go over the most common phrasal verbs. Remember, some of them are transitive and inseparable. Don't worry if you're not sure what this really means. Basically means they can't be separated. They have to stay together at all times. And transitive when the verb needs something to work, because it doesn't make any sense on its own. For example, food, money, books. I'll give you an example. Call something off. I called off. I called off what? You need something there to make it work. I called off the meeting, for example. Right, let's get started. So, phrasal verb number 6, to put somebody up. Well, it doesn't mean to put somebody up. It means to provide somebody with a place to stay temporarily. Acoger a alguien en tu casa de forma temporal. Hospedar a alguien. I'll give you examples. Imagine you ask a friend, "Hey, can you put me off for the night?" ¿Me puedo quedar en tu casa esta noche? Of course you can. Right, let's think of another example. Imagine you're staying at Sally's house for the weekend. You would say, "Sally is putting me up for the weekend." Me estoy quedando en casa de Sally este fin de semana. As you can see, it is slightly different from Spanish, right? But I'm sure you can think of other examples too. Phrasal verb number 7, to get rid of something or somebody. It means to remove something that you do not want any longer. Deshacerse de algo. Deshacerse de alguien. Well, try not to say this last one. It's just not a good thing to say to somebody. I'll give you examples. I can't wait to get rid of all these books. I just don't need them anymore. No puedo esperar a deshacerme de estos libros que ya no necesito. Right, if you get rid of somebody, it's just to find a way to make somebody leave because you don't want that person to be with you anymore. For example, I finally got rid of my little sister by telling her scary stories. Finalmente, me deshice de mi hermana pequeña contándole historias de miedo. Right, I'm sure you can think of another example too. To get rid of clothes, get rid of anything you don't want anymore, right? Phrasal verb number 8, to call something off or to call off something. This phrasal verb is separable. It can be separated. Right, it means to cancel, to decide that something that is already planned will not happen. Cancelar. For example, the game was called off because of bad weather. El partido fue cancelado por mal tiempo. Let's think of another one. I had to call off the meeting because nobody was there on time. Tuve que cancelar la reunión porque nadie estuvo allí a su hora. Right, I'm sure you can think of many other examples too. To call off whatever you want. To call off a party, a meeting. Phrasal verb number 9, to break up. Well, this phrasal verb actually has different meanings, but I'll give you some of them, some of the most important ones. The first meaning, to end a relationship with somebody. Romper, terminar una relación con alguien. For example, my friend broke up with her boyfriend after 2 years together. Mi amiga rompió con su novio después de 2 años juntos. Right, let's look at the other meaning. When schools and colleges or the teachers and the students break up, it means the course finishes. They stop for holidays, right? So you would ask, when do you break up? I break up for summer holidays in June. Right, I'm sure you can think of other examples too. It's always really good to break up for holidays. And last but not least, phrasal verb number 10, to give up. To give up something. You probably have heard this phrasal verb many times. Have you ever heard, never give up on your dreams? Nunca abandones tus sueños? Well, it means to stop doing something before you have finished it, usually because it is too difficult. Abandonar un hábito, renunciar, rendirse. Right, let's think of an example. I worked too much on this project to give up now. Trabajé mucho en este proyecto como para rendirme ahora. Let's think of another one. I've given up trying to help Peter. He dejado de intentar ayudar a Pedro. As you can see, the verb after the preposition up goes with ing. Give up trying. Right, I'm sure you can think of many other examples too. To give up smoking. That's another example. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it and you can practice using them, leaving a comment below and I'll try to check them and give you feedback. Make sure you subscribe to my channel by clicking on this little button here. Click. So, see you next day for a new lesson which is going to be about conditionals. Bye for now!